In this example, we need to solve the equation log to the base 3 of the quantity 4x plus 15 equals 2. Well, what type of equation do we have here? Notice it has a log in it. So this is a logarithmic equation, but how many logs do I have in this problem? Just one. So let's quickly review the steps to solve equations containing one logarithm. Step 1, isolate the logarithmic term. Is that already done in this case? Yes, it looks good, but double check. You need to make sure the coefficient of the logarithmic term is a 1, which it is in this case. And when that is true, we can go on to step 2 that says write the equation in exponential form. So the base of the log is 3, so the base of the exponent is going to be 3. 3 raised to the second power equals the argument of the log, which is 4x plus 15. So step 2 is complete. Now step 3 says solve for the variable. Notice I originally had a logarithmic equation, but now what type of equation do I have? Don't let the squared term on the 3 confuse you. The highest exponent on an x is a 1, so this is a linear equation, and those are easy to solve. 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9, equals 4x plus 15. Now let's isolate the x term. First thing I'm going to do is subtract 15 from both sides. So I get 9 minus 15 is negative 6 equals 4x. Lastly, divide both sides by 4. So on the right-hand side, the 4's reduce, and I just get left with x. How about the left-hand side? I'm going to have a negative number. I think 6 and 4 both reduce by 2. So I'm going to get left with negative 3/2. So I think my solution is negative 3/2. But don't forget, you must check for extraneous solutions. The way to check for extraneous solutions in logarithmic equations is you have to make sure that the argument of every single logarithm is a positive number. I only have one logarithm in my problem, so I just need to make sure that the quantity 4x plus 15 is a positive number. So I get 4 times x is negative 3/2 plus 15. So I'm going to turn 4 into 4 divided by 1. So 2 reduces with the 4 twice. And I get 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 plus 15, which is positive 9. Is 9 a positive number? Yes. So x equals negative 3/2 is not extraneous. So it is the solution to this equation. One last thing I want to point out. X can land up being a negative number, but the argument of a log cannot be negative or 0. So don't automatically assume negative solutions for the variable are extraneous.